You're not going to see picks like Torbjorn actually be picked up at all, and even Soldier 76 to a lesser degree. So both these two teams have the same comp pretty much. In fact, no, it is the same. And this is kind of the optimal comp, I think, with what the heroes we have in the game right now. So people might think, yeah, hero limits, I mean, that's going to give us so much more diversity. No, we're just going to see comps like this.
Yep. You're going to get a lot more standard comps on, I guess, on maps that the players know that they can finish, and it comes down to a little bit of a stopwatch situation, which is exactly what we're going to be seeing here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Extremely popular map. Arguably the new King's Row, if you like. I reckon Watchpoint's now played a little bit more often than King's Row in competitive matches. What do you reckon from all the lands and stuff? Would that be fairly accurate?
Yeah, it is. It's a longer map, right? So teams are really more comfortable on it. It's also not a hybrid map, so it's all payload. You don't have to worry about strategies on the first point, because it changes, right? When you're trying to capture the point, and when you're trying to move a payload, it's a different strategy entirely. But now we have a bit of a fight broken out. In fact, INTERNETHULK gets into the back line and chips high and up above, keeping his team fairly healthy. So here comes a refight, but Taimou's doing so much damage now off towards the side. He's actually sniping from the ground, and look at how hard he is making life, especially with TwoEasy getting taken down by INTERNETHULK.
Oh, that's very, very nice indeed. Morte actually being forced to use that ultimate very quickly indeed, and Talespin just about managing to get a kill on Kruise as well. That's a support player. He kills off Winghaven as well, and there is one of the two tanks gone, and the very final tank will go down as well in the form of Winston on Unfixed, and that will allow these guys from EnVyUs to take the second point and move into the hangar phase.
And look at this, we see Reunited have had no time to set up whatsoever. Vallutaja and Morte were caught out of position, trying to even get to a defensible location, and they were cut down. So good little surge here coming out from Team EnVyUs. Now they need to capitalize on that as well. Make good progress with this payload through the hangar phase, and be ready to catch people spawning back in or coming through these doorways.
Yeah, the hangar phase is traditionally the place where a lot of people on Gibraltar just get held, because it's so difficult to get to a situation where you can just move through there smoothly. So any chance for a very quick engagement and any chance for a quick team wipe is going to make EnVyUs smile very wide indeed. Flashbang temporarily taking the shields down, and that is going to be enough for an invitation for TwoEasy to go ahead and move in. Vallutaja with Deadeye available gets taken up by INTERNETHULK, and Primal Rage there is going to keep him alive a little bit longer. I just heard a high noon. I think that's Talespin. It is indeed. He's looking to grab Winston, and he's not quite going to be able to do that, but he gets Morte though. Good consolation prize.
Absolutely, get rid of the Mercy. Morte didn't have his res ready. I think he'd already used it earlier on here, so
yeah.
No big deal, but still, none of that residual healing going to be happening. But this is now Reunited coming back in and fighting. They actually managed to get the proper people respawning in, and now they're going to try and push forward. Cocco gets an amazing little charge there on towards TwoEasy, who'd actually switch to Reaper to try and deal with this combination of Reinhardt and Winston. But getting charged, generally not a good idea when you only have 250.
Indeed. And now they're going to be regrouping for another attack. They haven't, this hasn't really stopped yet. Cocco with the Earth Shatter, and HarryHook coming in as well, managing to grab a hook before he goes down too. TwoEasy in the thick of it, and he's actually right next to Cocco with no shield up. He's going to be able to take him out. Death Blossom now available on the Reaper, and that means that TwoEasy has a fantastic amount of damage that he can unleash here in a very confined space. So there's 3 ultimates on the path of Reunited right now. I say only Mercy ultimate on the path of EnVyUs, but at the moment I have to say Reunited are doing a very good job.
Yeah, they need to hold this hangar phase really tightly. Losing the first point so damn quickly. We need to see TwoEasy now jump down and use his Death Blossom. This will buy another respawn for his team here. Yeah. We'll have to see how split, though, EnVyUs are. We can see TwoEasy going towards chips now, but cut down straight away. That's the correct response from EnVyUs. Turn away from what they were doing and deal with that one threat. Deal with the Reaper. He can't deal with 6 people firing at him.
No, he certainly cannot. Unfixed goes down with ultimate available. TwoEasy went down with ultimate available. Morte is dead with ultimate available. And all of a sudden, that ultimate advantage we were talking about for Reunited is nowhere to be found. And Taimou is absolutely on fire, waltzing in, kills off 4 people with snipes there. Thank you very much. Good night. And Reaper's coming in to try and delay things just a little bit further, but oh my god, he gets killed off as well. Disgusting stuff, and the payload does reach a destination.
Taimou's a really weird player, and this is quoting even other pros as well, because he will hard scope you at point blank range, okay? He will more than happy pull out the scope and go for the flick. Plays with the interestingly high sensitivity, but also has really good peripheral awareness. It's very hard to take Taimou by surprise. He's always looking. You can see now, looking straight up towards the Reaper coming down. Wow. He's half the reason why that ult got cut so short.
Yeah, that was so good. I think we were both looking at him at the same time there, and I'm pretty sure he just had that 6th sense. Oh, as Morte just fell off the edge of the map as well. Whoopsie daisy. But Taimou there, I mean, he just knew, oh, in about 3 seconds I'm expecting a Reaper to pop out of here, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and again, he actually hard-scoped the first shot, backed away, and just got some SMG damage done as well. So very, very hard to catch that man unawares, and now this is very, very quick progress. Since EnVyUs made it through the hangar stage, this part is going to actually be a little bit easier, given that there's less levels to be playing on here. But Unfixed takes down Cocco as well. INTERNETHULK getting aggressive towards the front here, and Taimou looking for a vantage point. He's found one, and the res comes in, but good little to return there as well. TwoEasy takes down Taimou. He needs to lift heavier if he wants to keep his team in this.
Talespin now with Deadeye available. Oh, and a Resurrect at almost exactly the same time. Morte goes down immediately afterwards. Vallutaja now, a very, very big ultimate for him potentially here. 95%, but he gets whiffed off by Cocco. HarryHook now doing his best to keep his team together and doing actually a very good job of targeting the opposing teams, Lucio. Kruise will go down accordingly, and that's going to allow EnVyUs to push within sight of the finish line here.
Yeah, and Reunited are not even remotely close to contesting. Unfixed has to go higher, but there's Taimou, catches him off. Winghaven gets stunned mid-charge on towards the payload, and Vallutaja are going to try and use that Deadeye, but again, no chance to use it. TwoEasy even switching to Bastion, but no one was on the point. That, John, was a very, very fast clear time for this map, which is honestly one of the longest in general to clear.
Yeah, completely right. Chips high in now with play of the game from Mercy. Let's go ahead and... Oh, and this is... Is this going to end up being 3 or 4? I didn't quite count that, but I did see it pop out, so it's 3 plus a bit of damage and additional healing on Talespin. Oh, and leading into the engagement that, of course, won them that game. So that's 5 minutes and 43 seconds. But that was before people were managing to hold people off for, you know, 7, 8 minutes sometimes in the hangar phase. And I think we saw a couple at LAN over the weekend where actually holding off, you still manage to complete, but it's entirely possible to complete in 9, 10, even 11 minutes.
Sure.
And now, well, I'm not so sure that's likely anymore, and as a result, that's just a really, really quick time to set. So we're mainly going to be watching for how long these guys are going to be sitting in the hangar, and I think if they can be held back, and if Reunited are unable to go through with, say, I don't know, should we give them maybe 3 or maximum 4 pushes to do it? Sure. Then they're really going to be struggling.
So, a very aggressive comp coming from Reunited here, and it's because we see the Genji, right? The Genji being picked up instead of the Winston, and very, very defensive comp here. We'd never see Symmetra at all on Gibraltar, but INTERNETHULK is going to be playing that one here as well. And they know how much time they need to stall, they know how long they need to drag it out. Hopefully you've got a stopwatch or something similar there, John, because 5 minutes 43 is definitely going to be a tough time for Reunited to beat, especially going up against Symmetra, where you can obviously get people coming back in. When you have Resurrect and Teleporter running, it's really, really hard to gain control of a certain part of the map unless you are really ballsy.
Yeah, completely. Well, 5 minutes and 43 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, starts now, and Reunited go off in pursuit of number 1 here. Ooh, and it looks like a very, very quick early engagement there. Unfixed trying to surprise his opponents from turning around the corner. INTERNETHULK on Symmetra doing his best to add a little bit of extra TP, but really you're just waiting to see if those turrets can actually do their damage so you can get the teleporter down very, very early on. The idea is to hold Reunited as close to the start as possible, but that hasn't worked so far. Kruise has gone down, though, but it hasn't stopped Winghaven pushing the payload comfortably underneath the arch.
And I do want to mention as well that Unfixed not playing Genji, he actually switched towards Zarya here. And all those Symmetra turrets were actually used to try and control the high ground. Now, they're kind of being circumvented because we actually see Reunited are happy just to push through at this stage. Now we'll see those turrets become more relevant because they're going to try and take control of that server room and actually push on towards the point. That's where the fight's going to happen. So good work by EnVyUs knowing where this was going to happen. You can see those turrets now being activated and a very, very big fight. Winghaven coming forward, trying to swing in. Unfixed, fully charged off towards the side, is getting that damage done. Talespin and Taimou at least able to respond, but there's the res.
Oh, and the Winghaven going down just after the res did, actually, but Winghaven currently down now as well with his ultimate at 70%. HarryHook looking to deal some damage potentially with Deadeye, moving back around the corner. Reunited at the moment, having to regroup. They're already 1 minute and 20 seconds in, so they're going to have to sort this out very, very soon indeed. They don't want any more setbacks before they get into the hangar phase at all.
Yeah, and the problem is this is precious time, like you said, being dwindled away. For an attacking team, that server room is so important to control. That's where you can actually get on towards the point because it gives you a good little advantage for firing, and you can also access the balcony. So, again, Reunited just have to try again. They've got no other choice. They might want to jump down. They can split Vallutaja off towards the side, but he's going to be caught out in the open. And Taimou is just going to belt away in towards this opening. Again, not much damage being done. Kruise already falling fairly early to HarryHook, and Morte's just waiting off to the side for a res. This is just aggression from Reunited. They want to die. Morte goes in and gets a res, but not a convincing one, really.
Vallutaja, very, very well played there. Oh, and hang on a second, Talespin managing to get Unfixed and Winghaven actually with the Riptire, so that was pretty big. But Vallutaja came in and basically solo killed 3 members of EnVyUs. Unfortunately, walking straight into, I say walking straight into, instant resurrect from Morte meant that all that effort unfortunately was in vain.
Yeah, and of course now we have a teleporter available as well. INTERNETHULK has that one set, and no one's used it yet, right? So that's a whole nother team's worth that can come through there and actually reinforce quite comfortably from this top little room. So now we'll actually see Reunited try and work from the underside. It didn't work in the server room. They're going to try this, but those symmetric turrets being placed as well, just as a nuisance. And those Reinhardt shields are important. Winghaven gets broken first, and that's a huge air shatter coming down from Cocco, but he's going to be forced back by Winghaven. His aggression just trying to force him away here. And Vallutaja trying to channel that Deadeye, but not finding a target yet.
Oh, Talespin with another Riptire. Basically, the name of the game from EnVyUs' point of view, that was huge! And Unfixed and Kruise this time. Unfixed must be getting really annoyed at that. The only thing that seems to be catching Zarya by surprise. And Talespin managing to pick off Winghaven too at the end of it. Reunited now, 3 minutes and 11 seconds in. And it's beginning to... I mean, I don't want to say it, but it's honestly beginning to look like just GG here, mate.
The worst part of that is both Kruise and Unfixed had ults ready to go. They were 100% charged up, ready to let rip, and losing them as well, they were like the centerpiece of the next fight, right? Sound barrier, Graviton Surge. You don't have either of those. Really nice pick there as well by the Riptire. And I'd say, John, yeah, Reunited, sorry, they're pretty screwed.
Oh man, and Taimou getting Vallutaja again at 100% ultimate. And they're now coming up to the 4-minute mark. 1 minute and 43 seconds. I'm not even sure that's enough to get the payload to the finish if there was no opposition at all, Mitch. I think all they need to do is hold this for another 20 seconds to almost be mathematically guaranteed to win this map as well.
Yeah, we'll wait for them to call GG, but I mean, Reunited aren't dumb. They know the game's over, and Taimou has just been putting nails into the coffin here as well. He just takes down TwoEasy, pretty much not missing any shots here. Now he backs away to the far ledge and could just sit back and just put damage in. These ults, it's great, right? We actually saw Vallutaja get interrupted there with his Deadeye by Taimou. I mean, we saw a sound barrier there from Kruise, brilliant. But it wasn't comboed with the Graviton Surge or any of the other ults that they could have used before. That's the GG, it's done. And the first map is going to go to EnVyUs pretty darn convincingly.
Yeah.